You have been invited to an RFP by a Fortune 50 company for a potentially massive deal. You don't have much information at this point, but your main contact, the buyer, has reached out to you because her organization is considering moving away from its current vendor. However, she needs your best pricing in order to stay competitive within the process. You can see a perfect fit between your organizations, and for a customer of this size and scope, it is hard to say no. Would you pursue the deal further? If so, do you think you would win? For most of us, this is an all too familiar situation. As salespeople, it's in our DNA never to turn down potential business, and that's where we all fall for the trap. We become the bait that gets the advantage player to discount. We become the rabbit. When you are dealing with a poker player and you have no relationship with the decision maker, you are the rabbit, a sales position from which you will very rarely win. The rabbit is the most frustrating position a salesperson can occupy. It is almost always a waste of time and resources. Unfortunately, it is also the easiest position to find yourself in. How do you know when you're the rabbit? If you're dealing with a poker player and a number of vendors and you can't tell who the rabbit is, chances are good that it is you. Of course, knowing you are the rabbit and admitting you are the rabbit are two different things. Salespeople like to win. Even when you know you are the rabbit, a part of you still thinks you can win. That's why the hardest part of being the rabbit is actually admitting it and knowing how to appropriately respond. Take a look at the following situations. Which ones do you think are potential warning signs of being the rabbit? To find out if you are the rabbit, look out for red flags. These are signals that indicate trouble with the opportunity and predict that the customer will not reward your time and effort in putting together a proposal with a contract. Here are 5 red flags typically found in rabbit scenarios. The customer has no experience with you or your firm. Procurement runs the process tightly and does not give you access to the key decision maker. The process is controlled at the manager level. The buyer has a well-established incumbent. And finally, despite all its efforts, sales is unable to get to the decision maker. When 2 or more of these red flags appear, there is a chance you are the rabbit, and you have no chance of winning. When you know you're the rabbit, walk away. The sole reason you are at the table is to drive down the price of the advantage player. So it is best not to spend your organization's precious resources responding to a request for quote or proposal. If you still decide to pursue the opportunity, you need to move quickly from being the rabbit to being the crafty outsider by becoming a game changer. Ask tough qualifying questions before you engage your organization's resources to respond to a request. Once you have the information you need to respond, get something of value for your response, or deploy a pay-to-play tactic. If you can't be a game changer, and you usually can't, the best approach when you know you are the rabbit is to develop a policy of not responding to Rfqs or RFPs. This will save your organization time and money, allowing sales to focus on deals you have a greater chance of winning. Remember, being the rabbit breeds nothing but futility. You have to change your position in order to be successful.